Greetings to you all. Today, I will be presenting the story of Suvannasama, the third Jataka among the 10 great Jataka tales, Mahanipata, told by the Buddha. This story beautifully highlights the noble tradition of filial piety, the caring and honoring of one's parents. One time, while the Buddha was residing at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi, he encountered a monk who was diligently caring for his parents. To encourage him, the Buddha said, "Dear monk, in a previous life, I too cared for my parents in this very same way." And he then shared the story of his life as Suvannasama. Long ago, near the kingdom of Varanasi, there lived a couple named Dukula and Parika. They felt no attachment to worldly life and chose to live as ascetics in the Himalayan forest. According to the advice of Saka, the king of Devas, a son was born to them, named Suvannasama, so called because his skin glowed like gold. Suvannasama was exceptionally well-behaved from a young age. However, a twist of fate occurred when Dukula and Parika were blinded by the venomous breath of a serpent while sitting near an anthill. From that moment on, Suvannasama devoted his life to caring for his blind parents, gathering forest fruits and fetching water from the river to sustain them. One day, King Piliyaka of Varanasi, who was out hunting, spotted Suvannasama fetching water alongside a herd of deer. Curious to know if this being was a human or a deity, the king shot him with a poisoned arrow. As the arrow struck, the wounded Suvannasama lamented in pain. "Who has shot me? I have blind parents at home who will have nothing to eat and will starve. If I die, what will become of them?" Hearing these words, King Piliyaka was overcome with deep remorse. "I have harmed a virtuous being," he thought. He vowed to Suvannasama that he would personally take care of the blind parents and went to the hermitage to inform them of what had happened. When the parents reached their dying son, they were heartbroken. However, instead of giving up, they performed an act of truth, or Saka Kirya. They prayed, "If it is true that our son Suvannasama has always faithfully cared for his parents, may this poison vanish." The forest deity, Bahusundari, also joined in this solemn vow. Then a miracle happened. Through the sheer power of truth, the poison disappeared from Suvannasama's body, and he was instantly restored to life. Not only that, but his parents' eyesight was also miraculously restored. The king, witnessing this, gave his blessings and went on to perform many meritorious deeds. At the end of the story, the Buddha identified the characters from that past life. Suvannasama became the Gautama Buddha. King Piliyaka became Venerable Ananda. The parents became Venerable Mahakassapa and Bada Kapilani. Saka became Venerable Anuruddha. The lesson. This Jataka proves that honoring and caring for one's parents not only protects one from danger, but that the power of truth can even overcome death. Thank you for listening. May you all be dutiful sons and daughters who take great care of your parents.